What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So, Snake Eyes versus Chef Trez. Chef Trez coming off a fire battle with Ill Will, but on Red Breed Entertainment, but he definitely lost that battle. But it was a good fire battle. Snake Eye coming off a battle with Mike P where he won that battle. Snake Eye been on a roll as of lately. He beat Mike P. He beat Ace. He beat I forgot who else he had beat. This other dude. So Snake Eyes coming into this battle on back-to-back battles. So is Chef Trez. Sometimes that work for somebody, sometimes it don't. So on this Dot Mob versus Cave Gang sorta card, this battle right here will set the tone coming up for Rex and Tay Rock. This was the battle that went down just before that. And it was very intensive on that stage for both them brothers. We know the background that was going on among them, man. And I'm gonna keep it real. Chef Trez is not really one of those battle rappers I'm fond of. I know the brother got talent, but I don't really prefer him like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really look for him like that. Snake Eyes, one of the guys who I actually admire, you know what I'm saying? And who actually I believe is going to be a good pillar in battle rap, especially if he stay hungry and ambitious and don't lose his drive. Chef Trez, at the same time, I will say this, even though I don't prefer him, I can't deny the work he put in. I can't take away from the moments he have. I can't take away from the things that make him special and what he do and bring to the table that separates him from a lot of battle rappers. And seeing that this hostile environment and situation could determine a lot, I figured this would be one of those battles that if Chef Trez and Snake Eyes could get through their battle, then the chances of Rex and Rock getting through theirs would have a lot of promise into it. Put it that way. Because for the most part, the people who would be in Snake Corner would be the same people who would be in Rex Corner. And the people who would be in Chef Trez Corner would be the same people who would be in Tay Rock Corner. And the stage was packed. And both sides was definitely on edge. Both sides. So after the battle began, Chef Trez went first. And I'm going to be honest, like I always be. Chef Trez was cooking from beginning to end, saying a lot. I was impressed with what he brought to the table. It definitely meant something to him, and he definitely came to represent the Cave Gang brand and knew what was at stake going into this battle. And he came through and he raised the bar and stakes for Snake. And coming off back-to-back battles sometimes, I believe, can take a lot from you. And I believe can hurt you because you don't really have, you have fresh material, but not as impactful as it could have been if you only was dealing with this person at this certain amount of time. But when you packing in 2-3 people in such a short moment of time, the thoughts of the brain wave of having just all this super impactful material wouldn't be as explosive, you know? And Chef Trez, man, I'm gonna keep it real. He was locked in, man. He was locked in. And he was locked in, and the brother came with it, and he got down. He got down that first round, man. I can't take nothing from him. In that first round, I gave Chef Trez 26 points. I gave Chef Trez 26 points in that first round. That was nice. It's nice. I ain't gonna even front on you. And it was only one round anyway. Coming on behind him, Snake Eyes. He definitely had the work cut out for him. And he have to be on point from beginning to end, just like Chef Trez was. Especially if you're trying to get a notch and over Cave Gang representing the Dot Mob brand. Coming off 3 back-to-back wins. So he on fire. And let me tell you, Snake Eyes come up, he opened up strong. But it was a lot of dry spots in that. It was a lot of dry spots. I can't even play with you, fam. You was good in some points. Then he spoke on the Cave Gang situation, brought up the Brew thing. Brew pop out. So Brew was there. You get what I'm saying? He showed up. I mean, mostly everybody in Cave Gang was there, except for YK. And that was the moment on the stage. I mean, the crowd was receiving him. They was happy he was back. Mook wasn't there. And I respect the fact that Mook wasn't there. And I think because Mook wasn't there, things probably went easier for everybody else. And one of the reasons why probably didn't nothing happen that night. Because I believe that Mook draw a lot of attention to himself. And for people who know my background, know the history, that I'm from Chicago, Illinois. And I was a gangster disciple, a GD gangster disciple. And in our organization, the people who was the stars or the promising stars who could take the mob to another level to bring us out of poverty, like a brother like Mook, who in movies and with stars and one of the biggest battle rappers in battle rap and can continue to open up doors to make promising things for us, they wasn't allowed to see action even if they wanted to. Because that was the purpose of brothers like us and other people, who was the soldiers and shooters and killers. It was no need for you to be in hostile situations like that. Not at all. Because that was just stupid and foolish. Especially when you the attention draw that people would try to come at first or target first. You get what I'm saying? So those people was not allowed to see action on any type of front. You know what I'm saying? Unless it just happened on spot there at some place. But if we knew what Mike was going to happen and the chances of something, no, they wasn't allowed to see no action at all or even really be there like that. That was just protocol, period. And I, for one, was happy he wasn't there. I'm just going to keep it real. I didn't want him being there. And a couple more of those brothers, I'm not going to even say their name. They know who they is. I didn't want them to be there neither because of the possibility that might could take place. And I didn't want them brothers to really put themselves in harm's way in no type of way. I figured it was more than enough people out there to support Rex, that things could go well with Rex in case anything happened, that there was no need for everybody to be there. And Mook was one of those persons. That's for me personally. And he wasn't. You have to protect the crown jewels. You do. You have to protect the crown jewels and the golden boy. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple as that. Now, because this battle did get intense for one moment. Stiz had to come in between Snake Eyes and Chef and some of the K Dot because they were starting to close in. Yeah, it was one of those times like that. Rock, he get the feeling himself. He start provoking and antagonizing like he normally would do as of lately, and was a distraction during snake rounds. You know what I'm saying? And once Stiz got control again, Snake Eyes ended strong. His ending was strong, but his middle part of his rap was not good. And it was a moment, and it was things, and it was that moment right there that lost him this battle because he wasn't consistent and solid from beginning to end like Chef Trez was. Chef Trez was on point. Snake Eyes, I mean, you wanted him to get it cooking, and it seemed like he was just finna get it cooking, and then it just didn't land right. Snake Eyes lost this battle. Cave Gang over Dot Mob. He lost this battle. Cave Gang was over on Dot Mob in this battle right here. So he lost. He lost clearly. No debate. Um, to me, he was solid in some area, but he lost. Sorry to tell you that, my man. You lost. You lost. But stay focused, stay motivated. Taking a lot of these battles sometimes, putting a lot of things on your plate sometimes ain't the best thing. But at least it show you your condition. At least it show how conditioned he is. He wasn't weak. He just wasn't strong enough. It wasn't good enough. Chef Trez clearly won his battle. Shouts out to Chef Trez, man, and Cave Gang for a victory over Dot Mob. He won. Simple as that. With that being said, y'all know Snake. I rock with Snake. We talk frequently a lot. He lost, and I think he could be man enough to admit that. I mean, you lose, you lose. It's just a battle. But the only thing about it is, as long as you're good, you don't really lose. Being terrible in a battle is bad, but when you're good, that's success. Um, Click the link in the description box. Join me on my Patreon. If you ain't a part of my Patreon, shame on you. Everybody that rock with me and say they rock with me and they support me, okay, then you should be a part of my Patreon. Period. Period. No ifs, ands, buts. I don't know what's keeping y'all up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to my channel and you want to help and support me, join my Patreon, man. And then, cause look, you don't see, it's so much over there, it ain't even funny. You getting back more than your support. And I'm finna load it up with a couple kill shots. I gotta do some kill shots on some cats. So I'm finna do a couple kill shots on that. So join my Patreon and check it out. Because my personal stuff that I want to address, I'm putting it over there. It's your boy Battle Troop. It ain't my judgment, that's some question. It's yours. Click the link in the description box. Join me on my Patreon, man. And it's Battle Truth, man.